Previously on Resident Evil Revelations.
We're approaching the Queen Zenobia now. Rendezvous at the ship's hull.
Everything about the Queen Zenobia and the secrets she keeps.
What secrets? Jessica, why did you fire?
Raymond? Why? Why play the part of Veltro? What do you mean? Find the truth about Terra Gracia.
So this is the secret of Zenobia.
Hey guys, and welcome to part 10 of the Resident Evil Revelations playthrough. On to episode 9. No exit. There is no escape.
No.
Boom. With this little funky music where it looks like we're heading back to Vulcan's skull. I mean Quentin Keith. Look at that. How long has it been since we left him and he's still typing on that computer?
He's supposed to be using Hollywood hacking. Shouldn't he be done by now?
Like he's even dancing while he's typing.
I thought Keith was just sitting down there. It's like, oh, fuck it, hurry up. Access denied.
Please deposit 5 coins.
I'm also reminded of the damn computer in Ratchet and Clank 2 that it shows a bolt icon on the screen. You have to pay like two or 500 bolts to it. And Ratchet's like, oh man, now that even the computers are charging us. I love that series so much.
Don't tell me the battery's dead.
Well, granted, what temperature is this place? That computer lasted quite a while. I wonder what character's that?
Yeah, I
is that on
just
the mug?
noticed that actually. I think it's Jessica actually.
Why would Jessica want to go into the product placement of mugs?
Because it had the, the hat Jessica was wearing. I think that was her, actually, on it. Because he does have a crush on her, actually.
Well, look at this. Because it took so fucking long on that computer, the entire backup team is gone.
Even the other team's packed it in. So what are we doing here?
It's okay. I set up a back door. I can use any PDA to get us in.
Well, why didn't you say that earlier?
I think Keith is speaking from our point of view.
If my theory is correct, then the truth about Veltro is really too early to say.
What?
Are you kidding me?
I don't want to jump to conclusions. I need more intel.
Bullshit.
What's with that gadget on his ear there?
He's obsessed with gadgets, remember? And look at this.
What is he, a Ghostbuster?
Why do they have to do that silly pose when they walk in?
Alright, suck on the guts, guys, with the Ghostbusters.
Right, we're gonna head back in and find this next computer.
My only hope is it has a high-powered CPU. That would be it.
Okay.
What?
Quint's way with the ladies, folks. Disgusting. Whoa! Hunters!
Oh, God.
Yeah, is it...
What? How did you dodge that when it didn't even attack you?
Quick reflexes, I assure you.
Usually it doesn't let you dodge the attack until it's actually heading towards you, but it didn't even start slashing at you there.
Hey, you'd be surprised how much shit you find in games when you play them for years and years.
I didn't even know about the seat in chapter 6-3 in RE5 until I just showed it off. I know about the throne in RE4.
I love how the AI doesn't even bother to open the elevator for you. You have to be the one who presses the button and put it in.
Yeah, and on raid mode you can't go back up the elevator once you go down here. So Trinitying this is a pain in the ass.
But here we go, folks, a big new area, which means new weapons.
Yay!
Sniper rifle, magnum, and a rocket launcher.
You still can't use an item box or anything. There's not even an item box here anyway.
You take the gadgets like a fly to horse shit. It's just a computer.
Grab everything you can possibly get here.
Because this is a gauntlet round, folks. There's plenty. You gotta love how they put all these items for you all over the place. Up here is your magnum.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna grab the ammo, but I'm gonna swap the magnum for now, and then I'm gonna take it back later on.
Okay.
Yeah, halfway through the gauntlet, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the weapons. I'm not gonna leave until later.
Because they throw almost everything at you here.
Aye.
I think the only things you'll be fighting here are hunters and dogs.
Mm-hmm. It's mostly dogs and hunters we've got, folks.
They will throw the invisible hunters at you as well, the far fellows. So...
And of course, Michael Bay was here. You can see the red barrels all over the place.
Oh, I wanted that.
Inventory full.
Ironically enough, it's the same amount of ammo you need for one inventory spot in RE6 that you couldn't hold.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. Too big generous just to power a computer. Really?
Alright, full power. Initiate analysis.
Yeah, apparently it's a real power hog.
So you get anything?
You just started, Keith.
But I'll take a few minutes with me and my Hollywood hacking fingers.
Hacks!
Oh, who's let the dogs out?
Not me.
Here they come. Throw a BOW decoy. They always fall for it.
Yeah.
Like
These
a dog.
don't take effect. Go ahead.
Just like how you throw a dog, just like a dog in his bone.
The decoys don't take effect until a couple frames after you throw them. As you can see there, it didn't start going for it until like a second later.
I don't think the hunters. I think the hunters are just smarter. They don't fall for it.
No, they don't go for the decoys.
So it's just a gauntlet round, folks. Just survive until 100% of the Quint's finished downloading of the intel that we need. And apologies if you can see the graphical glitch again when I'm firing the machine gun.
Oh boy, here come the hunters. Everybody's favorite. So
Yep.
no one ever.
Let's hope not one of them does an insta-kill attack. That would really suck if it
No.
happened here.
Even more so if it's off screen. Because they can do that, which is complete bullshit.
Let's see, only 28% finished.
Your girlfriend is the slow. You know that, Quint?
This is what everybody's thinking when they upload something that takes way too long.
We have something like this in the Dante's game as well, actually.
I mean, look at the back there. You see that?
Wow.
That's the game, not me. That's straight from the game.
Was that in the original PS? What was that hunt? Oh, it was actually going for
Quint. Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that before. Quint can't die, so...
No. How does that work? But how? It's okay. Resident Evil's got magic now. If a level can move up like that.
Dude, this is Brad. Oh. You prioritize the hunters over the wolves because...
What's stopping Quint from just running over and pulling the lever himself?
Nothing! This is just padding. Now the timer stops here until you pull the lever again, so...
Yep.
I think the enemies do still spawn, though.
Yeah. So just get them as out of your way, then quickly go for the lever.
I want to say, if you're playing us on Infernal, save the rockets for later.
Yeah.
You'll need them.
I think there's 2 rockets in here that you can use, but I'm going to wait for till the last minute.
There's one to the... in fact, there's 2 there.
Yeah, there's 2 rockets
right
there. I'm going to wait till the last minute.
I think this is where they start throwing the far fellows at you.
Aye, the invisible hunters. Which thankfully don't have the insta-kill.
Okay, we're in it to win it now.
We're in it to win it, yeah!
He who dares wins.
What's that from?
Only Fools and Horses. Bellboy.
Never watched that.
It's very funny. Oh, that's cool.
You know, I find it somewhat amusing when the hunters run to you and then you manage to shoot them, then they do that little backflip in the air.
If you catch them in the air with a gunshot as well, they will flip and you can melee.
Yeah, because apparently they don't like acrobatics.
Jesus Christ, that was a lot of damage.
Almost done, folks. We're at 80%. According to Quint, anyway.
Yeah.
That attack's pretty easy to dodge.
I'm not. Again, I don't know if you can actually dodge the insta-kill, so move right out of the way.
Here come the invisible hunters.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
Off-screen
not
attack.
totally bullshit at all.
I find they give themselves away when you can see the little smoke on the ground when they jump. So much for a BOW with an advanced weapon technology, eh?
Points to Nemesis with his rocket launcher.
No, and then you look at him in Operation Raccoon, so he's able to use a Gatling gun.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't worry, I'm not going to die. Do you think I would leave that in? Oh, looks like I'm not going to use a rocket.
Is this the last batch of them?
Yeah, this should be the last batch of them.
Regular hunters at you as well.
Of course, I'm missing with my sniper rifle. But best weapon against the hunters, folks, is shotgun.
You are so lucky with like how easy they are to deal with compared to the classic games. Because if this were classic games, hunters would have your number like nothing else.
And I think that's it, folks.
I think they're at their worst in 3 and Veronica. Just because there's the ones that can poison you in that game as well. The sweepers.
So there you go. I didn't use a single rocket.
Ooh. Oh, fancy man. Didn't stop me from using it against Verdugo and RE4 though, did it? What is that, proton pack? He truly is a Ghostbuster.
No, it's a life support machine.
No, that's his, displays his condition. Fine, caution, danger. And then when he dies, it's just a skull.
Yep.
Let's ask him ourselves.
This is Forkball. O'Brien here.
Huh? What the hell? O'Brien's our man?
Director O'Brien. I think I put it all together. Veltro was never back in action. It was all smoke and mirrors, orchestrated by yourself. Your own little Veltro production. All to get into the head of one...
Colonel, they seem to have figured out the plan. What do we do now? Cut the call, Snake.
I'm not paying you for nothing.
So yeah, all to put pressure on Morgan Freeman, Veltro was just an act.
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
Then let me see it.
Yes, sir. I'll send it immediately.
Don't even Morgan Lads.
That's the joke.
Because I was... You caught me off guard with that one there.
That's the joke. And so the FBC's not happy with that, so they're gonna bomb the place, just like a certain pharmaceutical company would.
Umbrella.
Uncovering secrets, wanted dead or alive, just like a falcon and a snowman.
What? What the fuck is this movie he's referenced? That's what I hate about it, when you got characters that are geeks like this and then they reference media that doesn't exist.
Or maybe, or it might actually. L.A. Noire, all the movies that appear on the cinema.
Nah, but that's legit. I'm talking like, when if you're gonna reference them, you have to pay the original company's rights.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the back of the computer screen, folks. They're alive.
Starts.
Aye, they're alive. Don't worry. They're protected by plot.
Colonel, what's going on over there?
Meanwhile, back on the Queen Zenobia.
Jill, zip up your suit.
Nah, it's fine. It's not as revealing as Jessica's.
Oh yeah, just with her whole right leg exposed.
So yeah, this is where the T-Abyss has been stored, and it's been studied
Yeah,
at.
if the ship's destroyed right now, this will leak into the ocean.
We need to stop the virus from getting...
Okay, let's not just stand here then.
No, the control system must be in the lab.
Right, go on, Chris. Lead the way. Oh!
This is your hint for this area.
There are invisible lasers in this area,
You
folks.
deal heavy damage if you touch them. On Inferno, I think it only takes 2 hits from them to die.
Only the Genesis scanner can pick them up.
If you know where they are, though, you can easily go around them. Like if you're speedrunning, you'll have to memorize where they are, though.
Aye. And in an Inferno difficulty, the lasers are different.
Yeah, they're in different areas, I believe.
It's like Chris. Oh, Chris! When he walks into it.
What? I have to be the... I have to be the... No, I have to be the sidekick. Wonderful.
Oh, of course, the touchpad controls with the door lock. Thankfully, that's not on the PS4 controller. This is only on the 3DS. Now we're getting somewhere. Machine gun ammo, magnum ammo, and what is this? Oh, a file, which I'm not going to read. If you just want to read the files, you can pause the video at any time, folks.
Or if you want to read the files, go watch the Zero playthrough where I actually give you enough time to do so. You have full harms. You can't increase it, right? Do you mind?
No, the max you can hold is 5.
In raid mode, you can carry a max of 10.
But they cost a lot of money. And
yeah, that's one thing I don't like, is how expensive it is to replenish your consumables. They would fix that in Revelations too. Thank fuck for that.
And there's another handprint. 25
Just
out of
5
30.
to go. Will you get them all?
Let's find out. On to the next time on Resident Evil Revelations.
You miss one, that would be hilarious. Shoot it. Boom. Game over. The end.
Okay, now we got Redfield's attempt on Hollywood hacking.
This is a funny thing. This is before RE5 as well, so I think this is him learning how to do it for before we fight U8 in RE5.
Look, some time to figure out these controls. It's button mashing. So we got narrow 1, long magazine 4, reloader 1, and that's
Long
it.
magazine you might want to put on the SMG, just because it'll be so much bigger, like the magazine size. You get like 80 odd bullets, I think.
Aye, but now the shotgun scour rage becomes narrow by -4%.
That's what you'll be using for your shotgun in raid mode to like deal the most damage to a specific spot, because the hitbox will be reduced to the area you're aiming at instead of the shot being spread out.
I'm going to just increase the firing rate on the assault rifles. So for long magazine, oh, that's
100. Yeah. Oh, you get a 60 increase.
I think I can take that, can? Why am I not going for 4? Maybe I'm just challenging myself. You know that when you play a game so many times, you think, what challenges can I do because I hate myself?
Knife only, no save, invisible enemy run. Very hard mode.
But before we go, explore, and look, magnum ammo up here.
There are people who pulled off those kinds of insane runs, though. Like, it's like, how do they do it?
Don't jump into the water, folks, or you'll die.
I don't think it lets you jump in anyway, actually. Because the X button will be... The prompt for jumping down will just be crossed out, I believe.
Careful in there.
Will do. You can count on it.
You can count on me.
Good thing I can count on you.
Then next thing we hear is a death scream. Joe! Oh, this part.
Yeah, get the Genesis out here.
Oh, if this is a raid mode stage, this would be full of fucking fish.
On Abyss, it's full of oozes and tricorns. It's like, Jesus Christ. They don't know when to stop.
Yeah, when you get to this part, folks, don't run. Just walk.
Unless you're a god mode speedrunner who knows absolutely everything about the game.
Will you press the button? No, I'm just gonna look at it.
No, push the button. Who wouldn't? From Pokemon Gen 1.
No, I would love that if that was the text instead of when you
Who
press
wouldn't?
the button. Who wouldn't? And that's it. It's only that one option. It doesn't give you a no option.
You ever touch the laser and then you get a massive jump scare from doing so?
Once.
Same, every time I touch the laser, it's like, ah! Because it scares the shit out of me.
Whoa, what's that?
I told you to be careful. Who knows what kind of BOWs we're up against.
Look at that.
You're
Just
pretty
one
safe
tiny,
out there, Chris.
one tiny crack, and Chris is already quick to blame. But watch it, folks. We've got Pincers and we've got the Shark DNA BOWs again.
On Abyss in raid mode, this part will be filled with wall blasters.
Come on now. That's right. Walk slowly. There we go.
Oh, you took out with one shot. That would get you.
That
a
was
trophy.
2 shots actually. I had to shoot it to get it to move.
That would get you a trophy actually for defeating it without separating it.
Look at it. He has to take the long way around.
Because we saw the legs earlier, but if it splits into the upper body instead of the legs, it will crawl forward and stab at you with a sword, and it has obscene range.
Yep, because of
does
that
a lot of
big long,
damage.
because of its big long sword. Why would they base a BOW off a medieval knight?
Well, kind of awesome actually, I would say. That's one of the things I love about the series is that the enemy designs are always really good.
But then there's some that are just like, what?
Your Beast Foe in RE6 was one of the best designed enemies actually.
I would say the craziest designs is with the amount of Chihuahua mutations in RE6.
I think also the Trent Demos in Resident Evil 3 was pretty crazy.
Well, I'll talk about the Chihuahua, I'll talk about the new mutations, whether it's the head, arm, leg, or chest.
In general though, all the enemy designs are great. Bloodborne is even more crazy, I would say actually. Now, there is a kind of Kaiser-like trap thing that can happen to you in here, but I'll...
First of all, we have to go back and investigate that dead body.
Yeah. I'll bring it up when we actually get to it, but...
That parasite looks familiar.
Yeah. Las Plagas?
Nah.
This
I
is
don't think
after
Las...
4, right?
Yeah, this is after 4, but I don't think Las Plagas would work underwater.
Points to Del Lago.
Well, you know what I mean, that's more an advanced
Yeah.
build of the Las Plagas. I'm talking like the regulars. And to think in Resident Evil Damnation they would combine the zombies with Las Plagas.
Oh boy.
Infernal Infection log. After the final was... This is basically a note of a T-Abyss, and that this is from the FBC, that they orchestrated the events of Terra Grigia.
Yeah.
Yes, Morgan Lansdale was the man behind it all, not Veltro. All to gain power for the FBC.
Just like Saruman, then.
And of course, they've created a bunch of viruses, but only one vaccine.
Yeah. But where is the vaccine?
Well, it's right in his hand. Right in this dead boy's hand. There we go. But it's a prototype.
Chris,
It's a key
you're
item
not
as
gonna
well.
believe what I just learned. Morgan Lansdale of the FBC was behind the attacks on Terra Grigia.
Can you imagine if you died when she was explaining that by touching a laser? You're not going to believe what I just learned.
All I have is circumstantial evidence. Nothing to nail him for it yet.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
You
come
just picked
on.
up a note clearly implicating him.
Exactly, and he's omitting his goals. How's that not classified as evidence?
Now, there's a reason the game is saving here.
Downloading data.
Now, while we're downloading the data, let's do a smart thing for once and inject ourselves with the vaccine for the TFS.
You must inject yourself with this before the download completes. If you don't, well, tough shit, Sherlock.
Download complete.
Right, let's get this up to the database on the top. And I forgot to pick up the map!
If you do not inject yourself with the vaccine before this happens, you will immediately die.
Yeah, because this is T-Abyss water.
This is kind of a bullshit Kaizo thing that you won't know about in your first playthrough. Like, your first instinct is to go to the computer, and then by the time you learn about that, it's too late.
By the way, folks, watch out, the laser walls are still active.
You can swim above them now, though.
I didn't know about the first time.
Yeah.
The first
Swam
time.
right into them and died like an idiot. Do you go for the part that's
Yes, I
floating
do.
around here as well?
Yes, I do.
It's really hard to see, though.
But don't worry, that parasite that we saw earlier, Greg cracking the windows, it's gone. It doesn't pop up at all. I was expecting it to after seeing it, but no. So there we go. Jill has been vaccinated by the T-Abyss so she can get affected.
Yeah.
Didn't she get a vaccine for the T-Virus as well?
Yeah, Resident Evil 3. She's really lucky. She's been able to get all these vaccines for these viruses.
Mm-hmm.
That was after she was infected by Nemesis as well, so she's really lucky.
Right, as we wait for the virus neutralization, we're going to get a little visitor.
A JPEG.
Oh, Mr. Lee. Christopher Lee.
Embrace the power of the ring, or embrace your own destruction.
May he rest in peace, but if this was a live action, I would see him as Morgan Lansdale.
Alright.
So it was you. You attacked Terra Grigia.
You don't say, Jill. Anyway, Gotland round.
Oh, this is on it. Do they throw Scarmaglions here on normal as
I
well?
believe so, but it's mostly oozes.
Chris getting that immediately.
Watch out, folks. There are pincers. The projectiles. I'm just gonna call them pincers. Pincers are on the opposite side of the room, throwing projectile bones at you. There they are.
Oh, it's just the tricorns.
Yeah, the tricorns.
Baiting your existence when trying to trinity anything in raid mode.
Just fall down on his arse.
It's hilarious how they... Oh, there's a Scarmaglion. When they climb
Don't
the
worry.
ladder, they actually just, like, kind of warp the same way Ouroboros does in RE5.
They melt on the ground and then they appear on the top.
How does that work?
Oof. That shotgun was... Not secretly, I had an explosive shell on that shotgun. That's why it caused the top half to explode.
They don't always explode, though. You just
No.
have to deal a lot of damage all at once. Like, the shot grenades can just straight up stop them from exploding. Provided you actually kill it with the shot grenade.
Oh, there's two of them.
I had to... Yeah, I saved the rocket from earlier, actually. or I think it was from my first playthrough, and on Infernal, I had to use it here.
Oh.
I died so many times here, it was fucking
Unreal.
unbelievable.
Oh,
Yeah,
bullshit.
those can go through the walls to the left and right, by the way, which
That's
is
bullshit.
absolute garbage.
And he's like, the boss is gonna be happy today.
I hit you!
And he's down.
It's like that one zombie that always catches
Oh, what? You saw that?
What?
Blood spar as that was happening.
You took damage?
I took damage while that was happening.
That's like what happened with me in Devil May Cry 1 with the first shadow. You're just a JPEG image. You're not very threatening at all.
I mean, out of all the things, Chris is thinking, out of all the things I've been threatened by, it's a JPEG.
Like, Superman 64, the Lex image is there.
Look at that, a villain who's even admitted his own weakness, where he's scared of everything.
Last imperfection. The BSAA. My dear Director O'Brien, your whole
What do you think Chris is listening to in those headphones of his?
Right on C.
Surely you didn't expect me to just let you
What a mercenaries theme from RE5.
No, Panda.
kid your destiny.
If only I knew the name of a song about a panda, that'd be amazing.
Aye. Oh dear.
Queen Zenobia.
Yeah, we've just you're gonna have to tune in next time for Coronation Street to find out why Morgan Lansdale's targeted the Queen Zenobia. So with that, we'll see you guys in the next part for episode 10.
Again with a TV. Ah, this is so goofy. See you guys later.